Way out in the land of the western sun, where the wind blows wild and free, there's a lovely spot, just the only one that means home sweet home to me. If you follow the old Kit Carson trail.
Hello shavers, welcome back to MC Shaving. It is another Shave America video. This one is on the state of Nevada. We saw the state flag in the opening, and the song, or the state song, is Home Means Nevada. Now, Nevada has a few different scents, some that you're familiar with and one particular that you may not be, but it's suiting for the location that it is in the US. So it has cedarwood, sandalwood, patchouli, and cactus blossom. So I chose to go with cactus blossom today. Now it's very difficult to find a cactus type shave soap. Probably something exists out there, but I was able to acquire a sample from the Artisan soap shop, which is from West Coast Shaving. I don't even know if they sell this anymore, but this is called Agave. I'm going to bring it closer. Hopefully it will focus. So that is Agave. Now, amongst the many, focus. Woo. There we go. Amongst the many scents that this carries, the cactus plant is part of Agave and where Agave comes from. So I figured it's cactus related. We're going to go with this today. So I'm going to open up the sample. I have my Lego brick separator. Now this is pretty cool for digging or scratching. If you have something with like cellophane wrap or something like that, you can use this this little knob on the end, and you could just scrape it across and open that up. But I'm just going to dig in here into this sampler. I'm going to take out an almond-sized chunk. We're going to put it in the fine bowl. There it is. I'm just going to kind of press it down and spread it out a little bit. There we go. And yeah, it does have a scent, and it's not bad. It does have some flowery scents in it, some low tone muscular musky type scents too. So it's not too bad. We'll give it a try. I tried to find it. I can't find the sample anywhere, so unfortunately the description that's in it is gone. I just remember it had cactus as a part of what made up the scent persona of it. So we're going to give that a go. In the fine bowl. What we are shaving with today is the Parker convertible, and this one is going to have the opened comb base plate. Now this was it came with two base plates, a closed and an open comb. We're going to use the open comb today. And inside is going to be a Dorco Platinum ST300 stainless. This was made in Vietnam. So we're going to use the Dorco blade. And then we have the Omega S Boar synthetic brush. This is real soft. It has a real loft and tight grouping in the knot to resemble a boar brush, but it's synthetic. So we're going to soak that in the cappuccino mug, and since I have 4 days growth, almost 5, we're going to go with some Preshave oil. We're going to use some Hagen Preshave oil. All right, and then afterwards, I'm going to use some Dickinsons. Now, I have a bottle of tea tree oil. I don't know if that'll focus. But this is straight tea tree oil, and you can't put this directly on your face. So I put a couple drops inside the Dickinson's Witch Hazel, because this is fragrance free. So I figured that's one way I can use it, and it smells just like tea tree. So we'll tone up with that, and then we will use, I forgot to take it out, some Dove Men Care as a balm. Put some moisture back in because the open comb razor, I don't know if we're going to have some irritation or not. And then we'll see if we want to do a cologne. Oh, you know what? We are going to use a cologne. Here we go. We're going to use the Eucris by GOF Trumper. So this is a sample that was sent to me. There's the sample. And inside, if you could see, there's an applicator. Now this is strong stuff. It is an eau de parfum, not an EDT, which is an eau de toilette. So this is the strongest you're going to get as far as the scent. And believe me, I did do a little trial. You wouldn't notice, but all you got to do is rub the applicator on your face in a couple spots. It's strong enough and it lasts long enough that you don't need to just pour, and I mean, you'll smell like you took a bath in the stuff. So we're going to use that as a nice aftershave scent. So let me just take a pause. I'm going to get the face wet and we'll get right started with the shave. All right, I got the face wet, so let's apply some of the pre-shave oil. And this is not too bad. It's reasonably priced. A lot of people may not like Hagen, but it's not too bad. I want to make sure that down here on my neckline I have some oil. Rub against the growth. Make sure it really gets into the hairs. Okay, let me just quickly rinse the hands of the oil. It's not too bad. This oil is not too bad. It's reasonably priced, as I said, and it does the trick. So certainly no problems. All right, here we go. Fine bowl. We got the Omega S Bohr synthetic. I left some water in there just so I can start the lather process. Yeah, very nice. Gonna have to work this a little bit. I think I added too much water in the beginning. It'll calm down, so we're just gonna, I mean, look at that. We got bubbles, but we definitely have a lather, so I think we'll have plenty in here for the number of passes that we're going to do. Probably at least 2, since I have so much growth, but the open comb will chop that down right quick. So we're talking about Nevada. The first thing that comes to mind in Nevada is gambling, Las Vegas. And there's also some other spots that are well known there, which we'll talk about. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, beautiful. I'm just going to work this a little bit before I add some more water. It looks like it's just starting to take shape. The Artisan Soap Shop Agave. Very nice scent. Mild. It's almost like almost has the scent strength of a Taub's. So I wonder if this will stick with me or not. It may be there just for the shave, but it's not one that's going to fill the room and linger for hours after you're done. But, I mean, man, look at this. Look how much soap I got. Oh, perfect. Still some bubbles, so I'm going to work it. All right, so it's a gambling state, right? But a lot of people think that it was gold that was found there, but actually silver was what put it on the map. So that's pretty interesting. In fact, I'm just going to rinse my hands off here. It's so hard to do these because I can't memorize everything, and I want to bring you guys a shave, so I'm just going to read a few quick facts for you here. Now, out of all of the residents across Nevada, there is 1 slot machine for every 8 residents. That's a lot of slot machines. There's a lot of gambling. In fact, the largest portion of gambling are made up of the tourists, not the residents. In fact, out of all the tourists, 45% are Californians. So you California folks, you like to go to Vegas for one reason or another, and I'm sure that you drop a dollar in or a couple coins every time you go, so California really loves to gamble. One of the major tourist draws of Las Vegas is that they have chapels that you can get married at 24/7. Doesn't matter. The guys will dress up and role play and do whatever you want to have done to get married. So there's approximately 230 marriage licenses that are issued per day in Las Vegas. Huge, huge, absolutely huge. Now, the iconic sign that welcomes you to Las Vegas was created by Betty Willis in 1959. Now, she never trademarked it. The design was gifted to the city. So if you've never been, here's a pic of the fabulous Welcome to Las Vegas. That's pretty neat, that sign. I've seen it many times. Yes, I've gambled a little bit. Haven't won. In fact, there's casinos up here from the Seneca Nation of Indians, and that's actually my biggest win, was up here. In fact, a lot of people I know have won locally, and not too much in Vegas, but I know a lot of people that have gone. A couple $100 maybe, nothing big. If you're a big winner, I'd love to hear about it. There's an interesting fact about Nevada, which is why it's so heavily populated with gamblers that I'll share a little bit later in the shave. But this shave soap looks like it's ready to go. I mean, the peaks on this thing are beautiful. Look at that. Nice sheen. Perfect. And we have plenty of lather for a couple passes. All right. Let's put this on. Beautiful scent. Beautiful scent. There we go. Nice and soft, this brush. You know, sometimes you get those monster knots. They have a lot of surface coverage, and they're really good for making a big, thick lather. But one of the draws to bore brushes is the tight grouping of bristles, where it's not spread out all over the place. And yeah, it'll break in and there'll be some flyers, but the main grouping of bristles are so tightly close together that you can get a more precise application of shave soap. Not that you need it, but some people just like it. The handle's nice. So there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, let's just wipe the hand off quick. And we'll get to the first pass. Enough rambling. Let's get this done here. Okay. Open comb. Dorco blade. Just out of the shower. Very nice. Chop that down to nothing. Man. Definitely, I think 2 passes will do it. Now I have some things to take care of this afternoon, so I don't think we need to go for a full-on BBS shave, but this will be close enough for me. It's been a while since I've used the open comb plate. So it's slightly more aggressive than the closed comb. Again, it needs to factor in the blade that you're using too. And these Dorco blades I got with my Micro Touch razor, and they're a mild blade and I like them. I mean, you're looking at it. Open comb, 4 days. Of course, the Preshave oil helps too, so this is just a tribute to the oil as well. Nice glide. But the razor and blade combo pairing are doing well. Oh, slow down, Mark. This is the neck. Things like to bite you, so take your time. What we don't get past one, we get in past two. I love this handle. Now you do have very, very small edge here from overhang, but I love the knurling on this. All right, let's do a quick rinse. Get the soap out of the nose. A little bit on the shirt, that's okay. Let's go for application number 2. It just feels so smooth when you shave after the first pass. And you put the soap on and it reacts with the water on your face. You really get to relish in those scents. I like the second pass the best, I think. I mean, the first one will chop the hair down, but the second one really works for a lot of people. Unless you have thick, coarse beards. You know, the third one is the money pass, so to speak, where you really get it down to the skin and smooth. But I'm fair skinned, so I can live with a 2-pass shave any day. All right. Let me share some more facts from Nevada for you while I just bask in this wonderful Agave scent. Oh, besides Las Vegas, there is another location which is very touristy, which is Reno, Nevada. Now, you may not know Reno is further west than Los Angeles, because when you look at the map, California is west of Nevada, but unfortunately the city of Los Angeles is more east than the city of Reno. And if Vegas doesn't treat you well enough, you can make your way to Reno. It's another popular gambling location, and you'll be greeted by the famous Reno Arch. Here's a pic of that. Now, no matter your favorite gambling spot, some folks may be superstitious when it comes to certain games that you can gamble at, especially roulette. Did you know that if you add all the numbers up on the roulette wheel, it equals the devil's number, 666? So if you're suspicious or superstitious, you may not want to play roulette. The longest running show in Las Vegas is the Follies Bergère, and that was at the Tropicana Hotel and Casino. Now, amongst the running shows, Elvis Presley performed 837 consecutive sold-out concerts at the Las Vegas Hilton Casino. But the all-time single concert box office record happened in Las Vegas in 1999. Barbra Streisand had sold out a single concert at the MGM Grand and grossed $14,694,750. That was a payday. Now, the Bonneville Flats are in West Wendover, Nevada. There is a view in the flats where you can actually see the curvature of the earth. Now, that view can only be seen from a handful of places around the world. And don't confuse the Bonneville Salt Flats with the Utah Salt Flats, which is where they do land speed testing. When we do the Shave America for Utah, we'll talk about that during that shave, but I think it's pretty cool that you can actually see the curvature of the earth from standing in the Bonneville Salt Flats. For the last point before we get to the second pass, there's a casino that was named after a showgirl, and the name was from a mobster. Can you guess the casino name, the mobster name, or the inspiration? Bugsy Siegel named the Las Vegas casino Flamingo because of the long legs of his showgirl sweetheart, Virginia Hill. And the Flamingo is still in existence today. In fact, I've stayed there. And there's a little bit of mob history from back in the day. Now there's a huge amount of interest from the mob, of course, opening the casinos and doing the money laundering there, because Nevada is one of 7 U.S. states where there is no individual income tax. It doesn't collect corporate income tax either. So no income tax. That's probably what attracted a lot of people to live there, especially, mobsters back in the day. And Nevada's in the middle of the desert, right? It's desert. So it's very dry there. And there's fewer than 10 inches of rain that fall there per year. So they don't get any rain at all. In fact, there was one in my research, I didn't write it down here, but there was one time where it did rain a lot. So much that there was some flowers that started to sprout through the ground. It's very hard ground, clay, sand. But, not too bad. So this has been sitting, a little dissipation, but I got so much lather, I'm just going to give it a quick hit. Yeah, this does remind me a lot from Taub's. Just the scent strength, the soap reaction. If you want to see how good a soap is, don't judge it based on pass 1, because it will stick to the hair and it will give you a false sense of strength. You want to do it after your first pass, second pass normally, because then you could tell how the soap reacts with your skin and how it feels and what happens when there's no hair to help it along the way. Alright, so this is going to be across the growth. And man, there is very little feedback. Of course, I'm going nose to ear, so we do have some feedback there. But ear to nose, there was nothing. Very smooth. Yeah, that Hagen oil works just fine. Okay, let's go. Against the growth. Use the other side of the blade. Alright. Now I'm not even going to check. I am just going to do a touch up, because always underneath the jawline, I mean, there's so much lather. What the hell, you know what, let's just do up the cheeks too. These Shave America series videos tend to run a little lengthy because I share some awesome tidbits with you guys. Alright, so let's finish up. Several states don't have laws banning public intoxication. Nevada is the only one that specifically prohibits any law or state law from making it a public offense. It has a statewide law allowing the 24-hour sale of booze from bars, restaurants, and stores. So if you're ever in Vegas, you can actually leave a casino with a drink in hand, walk on the street, and you won't get arrested. I've done it. It's pretty cool. So the biggest thing about Nevada, right, what do you think about? Area 51. So Nevada's the 7th largest state in size, but 86% of its land is owned by the federal government. That includes Area 51. Now it's near the town of Rochelle, Nevada. From 1951 to 1992, there were 928 nuclear tests performed at the Nevada Test Site, which is 65 miles northwest of Las Vegas. Now, Area 51 is a common name of a highly classified U.S. Air Force base, and its facility is located within the test and training range. The facility is officially called Homney Airport. Now, details of the facility's operations are not publicly known. It is intense secrecy surrounding the base, and that has made for the frequent subject of conspiracy theories and the main focus of unidentified flying object folklore. The base has never been declared a secret base, but all research and occurrences in Area 51 are top secret, sensitive, compartmented information. The CIA had publicly acknowledged the existence of the base for the first time on June 25th, 2013. Following a Freedom of Information Act, there was a request that was filed in 2005 to understand and know what Area 51 was used for, so they declassified documents detailing the history and purpose of Area 51. Now, it's a military base, so I can't show you any pics of it, but however, there is a satellite photo that I can show you. Here's that. Did you see any aliens in that picture? I'm sure that they have a lot of top secret things there, but I don't know, jury's out, we'll see. So the last bit of information I want to share with all of you is on the Hoover Dam. It's located on the border of Nevada and Arizona. It was a massive, massive undertaking when they did this. The idea for the dam was investigated starting back to 1900, and the project was authorized in 1928. So construction began a few years later in 1931. The Hoover Dam was the largest dam in the world at the time that it was completed. It was 726 feet high, 1,244 feet long. It was also the largest producer of hydraulic electric power until 1948. Now, Hoover Dam was originally called Boulder Dam, and in 1947 it was renamed after Herbert Hoover negotiated the Colorado River Compact as the U.S. Secretary of Commerce before he became the 31st U.S. President. And all of you out there that work in construction and wear the hard hats, well, construction worker hard hats were first invented specifically for workers on the Hoover Dam in 1933. Here's a pic of Hoover Dam. I've been there, and it's pretty cool. Right down the center of the dam. On one side is Arizona, and on the other side is Nevada. It's pretty cool. And if you go during the off-season where they change the clocks, I know that, I can't remember which one. I think Arizona doesn't observe daylight savings, and Nevada does. So you could actually be split between 1 hour between each side of the dam. It's pretty cool that you can mess your friends up that way. What time is it? 3 o'clock. No, it's 4 o'clock. No, 3 o'clock. Anyway, let's do underneath the jawline here. Yeah. A little bit of feedback. Not too bad though. I don't mind. Now when I first started shaving, going across like that on my neck, that was a no-no. My neck did not like that one bit. Now I am ambidextrous, and I know some people out there tell you to shave with the opposite hand, so I don't. It's just habit, you know, but I can. So if you're watching, New York City wet shaver, this one's for you. Left-handed, baby. Minuscule stubble, argumentative BBS, but perfectly fine for me. Let's get a quick rinse in now. Okay. Nice and slick. Soaked it good. Fantastic. Oh, I have a shave haul that I'm going to share with you guys. I'm just waiting for the last piece to come in, the piece de resistance. I'm kind of excited, so I can't wait for it to get here. Would any of you like any shave cream? Because I think I have enough here for another 2 passes. But smells fantastic. I love the way that this reacted. So certainly the Artisan Soap Shop, good product. Okay, Dickinson's. We're going to shake it up a little bit because we have the tea tree in there. Takes away the actual witch hazel smell. It says unfragrance, but there are some that you just get that witch hazel scent. Dickinson's being one of them. So the tea tree took that away. Now the Thayer's, you don't get that witch hazel scent. Humphreys is another one. You will smell the witch hazel. Even if it's scented, you can tell it's there. All right. Dove. Let's put on some Dove. Put the moisture back into the skin. I have to go to the DMV, renew my license. I don't know if they're going to want me to take another photograph or not, but I figured, hey, if I have to, I'll get a shave in. My passport's up soon, so I figured out, you know, just get the enhanced license and be done with it. If I go international again, I'll have to renew the passport, but at least we can get to Mexico, Canada, and throughout the domestic U.S. All right. Last piece, Eucris. This stuff smells good, and it goes a long way. So I'm just going to pull up the top here, if I can, without spilling this bottle. There we go. And there's an applicator, so I'm just going to take the applicator and just apply it, little here, little there. Man, this stuff is strong. You don't want to go pouring this out. You know those guys that you walk by that, you know, smells like they carry an army of perfume smell behind them? Or I mean, I should say not perfume, but cologne. I mean, phew, man. This stuff. I think we're good. I think we're good. Put the top back on. Rub that in. No burn. And I think we are done with today's shave. So thank you all very much for joining me. And to all my new subscribers and friends out on Rich Men Shaving Facebook, thank you very much for your comments and for your subscriptions. I am not able to do any live videos. I just started this channel last month. So it's been about 6 weeks, and we're very far from the specifics that you need in order to live stream for YouTube. However, I may do some live streams on the Facebook group in the near future. There's no requirements for that. Unfortunately, if I do that, it's going to be specific to the Rich Man group, and I won't be able to share it with all of you. I'll figure out if I can link it or maybe do double camera and tape it. I don't know. But if you're not a member of Rich Man Shaving, it's a pretty good group of guys. They have a lot of good intellectual conversation about shaving and the different products. So I encourage you to reach out to Rich, and you can check out his YouTube channel or join the group. So thanks for welcoming me, and thank all of you for watching. We'll talk to you in the next shave. Have a great night.
Home means the sage and the pines, out by the Truckies, silvery rills, out where the sun always